Hey, Brian from Garage Mahal. Today I have a nice gaming chair, and kind of give you an idea. It's not heavy, it's not light. Definitely, like I can lift it up, but some people may need a two-person, assist with this. But just to give you an idea, I mean that is the size of the box that comes. And let's open it up and see everything that we get inside. And it says don't use a knife on this, so I am, but make sure you don't go really deep on the first cut, just enough to get the tape undone. So here we go. So I'll give you a kind of an idea of what the inside looks like. That's the top. And we will start taking this apart. So that is your instruction manual, and right on the cover it says to read the entire instruction manual prior to assembly. So that's a really good idea. Then these are your two cushions right off the bat. Let's move this so we get a little bit more room here. Lots of padding. And this thing feels pretty amazing already. Like, that is like really soft padding on there. That's the back part of the chair, obviously. And that is the cushion. A bunch of parts. Let's get everything out. It looks like this is the hardware box. Last but not least, that feels like the heaviest part of the whole chair. All right, so let's get everything out of the padding first. Packaging. And that is taped up rather well. Looks like that might be one of the feet. This looks really nice. Just the quality from opening it, I can really tell it's going to be a nice chair. Like, it looks like even on the feet, it's got some looks like hard plastic. Almost looks like kind of like a metal footing on there. But I think it's plastic, yeah. But nice little accent. So that's one arm. The padding on this feels really, really nice. That feels really nice. Wow. It's little things. So that has some nice little embossed graphic on there. Looks like a little footrest for you. This one feels pretty good. I've actually had a couple different chairs that have had these footrests on them, and this one feels a lot better than the other ones. Feel kind of really on the flimsy side, but that feels good. Oh, this looks like your little massage. Oh wow, that feels nice. Like your massage lumbar, and it has a little USB connection on it. Yeah, that feels really good. Okay, let's open the rest of this up. Okay, so you got your little bolt package. Some more parts. It looks like that's going to cover your little hydraulic lift. So that is your, I guess you call it your elevator up and down. More legs. This is your center leg stand. That's a heavy duty. I mean, that's heavy duty plastic right there. Not your normal plastic like your hardcore stuff. I'm not sure where these go, but we'll find out. And that is your elevator device. Then these are your rollers, casters. And they look like really nice casters compared to some other chairs I've seen. It's nice. That's a nice glide caster wheel on there. Very cool. All right, so these are all your parts. Okay, so I guess I can show you all these directions. So step 1, step 2, 3, and then basically that's it. So pretty quick assembly. Okay, so the base, they want you to do this, and then they want you to insert each one of the legs. And I cannot begin to tell you how beefy this is. So kind of what you're doing. So you kind of angle it like this, and then you are lifting up on that so it grabs in nice and tight. I'm sure once we put some weight on that, that's going to snap into place. So kind of like this, and then you are pulling up on that. The upside down version kind of goes like that. All right. And again, last one. I'm just going to push it down. Okay, so I push this one down a little bit more. All right, so that makes them go basically all the way straight. Kind of like locks them in place. You kind of hear like a little bit of a click on that. Like this one still hasn't gone through. There we go. Okay, so that is your star. Okay, that's good right there. Now it's telling you to put in the casters. And just put in each one. They said they feel like good heavy duty caster wheels. Just something you want in a gaming chair. So you can move around a lot, and you're obviously going to be spending a lot of time in this, like I will. So, okay, so casters in. Next step is going to be inserting your shock, and it kind of gives you an idea. So it's going to sit in there like that. Pretty easy. Then like your riser shock skirt goes on there. Okay, so installation of the mechanism. This is the mechanism. Put that out. And then you need your chair pad. That's some nice stitching on there. Look at that. Look at that quality on that. That was great. Okay, so we're going to be looking for the front part. All right, so I guess that's going to be the front, and this is going to be the back. So I think I'm going to keep... My assembly table is pretty good, but I think I'm going to put some plastic down just to keep that bottom nice and protected. Okay, so if you have one of these nice little drills, each one of these bolts is going to be a 5mm, just so make it easier. It does come with a tool, but this way we can kind of get it like done a lot better. So let me just... So it looks like they want these to go here. So that's probably going to be where your footrest slides into. So then this mechanism goes down, and I guess the correct orientation is going to be this way. So all those holes seem to line up really well. All right, so that fits pretty good. So you should have it kind of set up like this, and then up here, and then the two, and then you'll see this back part hanging off the edge of that. Okay, so we're gonna insert this piece here, and there is a little Allen key on this side, so we'll get this undone. Also a 5mm, a little small, so be careful. So I guess it wants it, so you can flip this up like that, flip it under. So I think we're gonna have it like this. Yep, and they're showing the padding is up. So we're gonna line both of these up as best as we can. So we're gonna slide that in, and then this little screw goes back in here. I'll show you orientation once I get it back in. Okay, so got that locked in, so it should look like this, and then that's that little piece right there, so you can't slide further out than that, and then that will slide up underneath out of the way. So it wants us to put this on here. So we're going to flip this over, and then we're going to aim for that center hole, and then it sits nice on there, and give you a peek underneath. So you can kind of see how that went. Okay, on the back, has this little Velcro compartment. It wants you to open up so you can see where those bolt holes get lined up. I'll put this on top of the chair. Then we're going to need this back plate. Okay, so it looks like the orientation for this piece is like that. Hopefully you can kind of get a good view on that. And it slips in back here like this. Again, your pad piece will slide down, and you'll see where the holes basically line up. So P is the top, L is the bottom, so kind of easy to see because P is 4, L is 3. So I'm going to take this piece out and then just mount this to the back here. And I'm starting them by hand just to make sure that I can feel the thread. Then we'll tighten them down. For the bottom, basically slide that in. And as long as my chair doesn't fall off my table, we'll be okay. And this one, we're going to line up in the middle first. And then the two bottom ones seem like they lined up pretty well. And I'm just going to use my head to kind of push against this. So those two line up really well at the bottom. Okay. So good. Looking good, looking good. Next is going to be the arms. I guess we're going to be putting this so you can kind of see how these pieces stick out a little bit. So that'll stick on like that. And then, like I said, we'll get the bolts in there. So that is a really nice touch. And what I mean by bearing is, I'll show you. So that's a bearing. Talk about high quality. So when you put a bolt in the center of that, that's going to tighten up and it'll still give you flexibility of being able to go forward and backwards. So flip it around to this side. That's like unexpected quality. And that's why I like seeing in products that I absolutely stand behind. Because I've had other chairs. I've had a lot of chairs because they just don't make them like this. So with this bearing, that will allow that to move with the chair and not loosen up, which has been one of my major complaints on a lot of different chairs I've had over the years, is they just loosen up. So, I mean, that's fantastic. Okay, so now you get this little massage lumbar pillow. Fantastic. So it gives you that nice lumbar support right there. Give you kind of a side view. And it plugs in, so it's like massage, which is, I mean, forget about it. Then you get this nice custom headpiece that goes on. So it's like a nice added little pillow that goes up there. And then you got your lumbar support. I think I have it the wrong way. Maybe that's how it goes. So it stays put. I'll fling that through the outside. Or I will figure that out. But nice little pillow, nice little accent. It's got this little Velcro covering to it. So I'm sure there's a way to probably put that in better. Usually I'm used to it being on this side. So, okay, so there. Sits a little bit better on that side. And it comes with these nice little ends to put in where your bolt holes are. I usually keep them out until I've worn in the chair a little bit, if you know what I mean. And then I put them in. Sometimes the bolt might come loose. I don't think on this because it's got that bearing, but I think just out of habit. Oh, it's got a cute little pocket back here, so you can put, I don't know, emergency snacks if you had to. But we'll see what happens. All right, so anyway, let's rolls really nice. Holy cow, rolls really nice. You got the plastic and the directions out of here, and then that cap we'll put it in at a later date. But that looks fantastic. Let's go inside, test it out, and see how it works. But yeah, so that's really nice. So then lift and then sit back down on it. And then you got your recline. They can lock into place. Unlock. Anyway, we'll mess around with it inside. Stay tuned. Anyway, Brian from Garage Hall. Thanks for watching, and be safe out there.